I now call the member for Kawana for your question, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question without notice is to the Premier. Premier, in light of the extraordinary uncertainty of the Carmichael mine project because of this government's do-nothing approach to all major projects, can the Premier tell the House why is she putting the member for South Brisbane's job ahead of the jobs of thousands of regional Queenslanders?
Thank you.
I call the Premier.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. I thank the member for Kawana for that question. And, Mr. Speaker, as I've said, my government has worked very hard to progress the Adani Carmichael mine all through the necessary approvals, Mr. Speaker, including the environmental conditions. Let's go through a few of them because you did ask about the processes. The Minister for DNRM approved the 3 mining leases for Carmichael Coal Mine. The Environmental Authority for the Carmichael Coal Mine and Rail Project was granted. The Environmental Authority for the Abbott Point Terminal was appointed. The licence to access surface water from the Strategic Reserve for state purposes. The grant of Adani and associated water licence for groundwater. Look, I've got 3 pages here, Mr. Speaker. I'm going through step by step. You want me to go through them? Should I go through them all? All right. Okay, I'll keep going. Yep. DNRM granted Adani an extension.
One moment. Pause the clock, Premier.
Speaker,
one moment. There's a point of order. What's your point of order, member for Kawana?
But I'm just reviewing the question. I asked the Premier said just to me that I asked about processes.
Yeah,
I've just reviewed my question, Mr. Speaker. I talked about extraordinary uncertainty, her do-nothing approach of this Labor government, and tell the House why she's putting the member for South Brisbane's job ahead of regional Queenslanders. I didn't ask about processes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. One moment,
Speaker?
Mr. Clark. One moment.
The member for Kawana asked about processes. I'm more than happy to go through the milestones. Yeah.
And there were differences in his preamble.
Yeah.
Do something
Leader of the House, did you have a point of order before I make an announcement? No, look, I don't think the member of Kawana actually used the word processes. Well, look, I'll check the Hansard later today. As long as... all right, okay, thank you. Thank you for the clarification. I'll allow the question because it's relevant to the questions asked.
Thank you. More than happy to talk about Adani and what my government has done to facilitate the process, Mr. Speaker. So let's start. These are the milestones in order of priority. 3rd of April 2016, the Minister for DNRM approved the 3 mining leases for the Carmichael Coal Mine. Tick. 2nd of February 2016, the Environmental Authority for the Carmichael Coal Mine and Rail Project was granted by DEHP. 14th of December 2015, DEHP granted the Environmental Authority for the TO at Abbott Point. 29th of March 2017, DNRM granted Adani a licence to access the surface water from the Strategic Reserve for state purposes as specified in the Burdekin Basin Resource Operations Plan. 29th of March 2017, DNRM granted Adani an associated water licence for groundwater. 27th of April 2017, DNRM granted Adani an extension to the Bleijie construction water permit. 22nd of December 2015, the Coordinator General approved a material change of use for Rail Package 1 in the Galilee Basin State Development Area. On the 10th of March 2016, the Coordinator General approved a material change of use application for Adani Rail Package 2 in the GBSDA. On the 2nd of August 2016, you don't want to hear it? You don't want to hear it? There's pages here. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. The 2nd of August 2016, the Coordinator General approved a material change of use application for rail infrastructure and non-resident workforce accommodation Rail Package 3 in the GBSDA. 10th of March 2016, the Coordinator General approved a material change of use application for Adani Rail Package 4 in the GBSDA. On the 1st of December 2016, the Coordinator General... You asked the question, I'm telling you everything my government has done to facilitate this project. You don't want to hear it. All happened under my government.
I know what you want to know, Member for Kawana, that the Premier is answering the question. I call the Premier.
Thank you. I'm up to page 2, Mr. Speaker. The 1st of December 2016, the Coordinator General approved material change of use application for Adani Rail Package 5 in the APSDA. The 10th of March 2015, the Coordinator General approved a material...
Thank you, Premier. Time's expired. Thank you, Premier. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.